is this?
You should give Riley up.
What? What? Who are you? And how do you know my number?
I know enough. And I'm telling you, you're never going to get Adam back.
I don't know who you are, but you're wrong. Riley and I are meant to be together.
You're delusional. Riley is moving on with his life. He's getting married to me.
That's a lie. You're trying to manipulate me. He and I are preparing for the wedding.
I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm just trying to help you see the truth.
What is the truth? What do you know about Riley? Our wedding is coming up soon, and you're saying that Riley will marry you. Ridiculous.
The truth is, he loves me.
And he's getting married to me.
I really find it difficult to understand. Well, I don't even know who you are. You're still here saying that my fiancé is going to marry you. Are you a stalker? Or do you mean my husband is married to 2 wives at the same time?
No.
It's a nice scenario, but it can't happen.
Oh, we'll see about that.
A few days later.
You need to break up with Riley right now. I was dating him first, so he belongs with me.
Who are you? I don't care who you were dating first. Riley is mine now, and you can't have him.
My name is Lisa. Do you know me? I've heard rumors that you're going around telling people you and Riley are getting married. But I know that's not true. He would never marry you.
Who is Lisa? I don't know you.
Would you stop embarrassing yourself and give him back to me? You'll regret it if you don't do as I say.
No, I won't regret it.
If you don't give him back to me while I'm still willing to forgive you, I'll make sure you regret it for the rest of your life.
Excuse me, but are you Riley's ex-girlfriend?
Don't call me his ex. I'm his girlfriend, and I'll always be his girlfriend. Some random woman like you can't change that. I don't know what got into him to make him want to marry someone like you, but I know that it's all your fault. You must have tricked him.
Would you stop getting in the way and leave us alone? You're really causing a lot of trouble. The strange number that texted me the other day asking me to give up Riley is you, right? Did you change your number just to contact me and say these ridiculous things?
What is unreasonable? It is the truth. It's simply that I texted you before using my other phone.
So it's you, stalker?
I'm not a stalker. I got your number from Riley's phone.
You have my phone number from Riley. It's absurd. Keep making excuses, stalker.
You're too naughty, Evelyn. Well, I'm not going anywhere until you give Riley back to me. As you know, I'm rich, I'm young, I'm beautiful. I can't believe Riley's even considering marrying you, an old woman. You're practically ancient. How could he choose you over me?
He's already made his decision. He is marrying me. We are ready for the wedding. And you haven't even met me yet. How do you know what I am like? Who knows? Maybe you're the old lady here.
Ha, what are you joking about? How beautiful am I? Just go to Facebook and see, okay? I feel like talking to you is meaningless. Don't wait until you get hurt and cry.
That day will not come. In the evening, Riley, I wanted to ask you, why did you marry me? I know you have a pretty deep love for 5 years straight. We've only been together for 1 year and you've already proposed to me.
What's wrong, Evelyn? Is there something worrying you? Indeed, I had a 5-year relationship, but we were together and really not compatible with each other. There was no connection between us. That's why we broke up. But I felt the harmony the first time I met you. You are attractive, beautiful, full of energy, and extremely positive. Actually, the first time I met you, I felt, I must marry this girl. Even now, there's still a month left until our wedding day, but I still feel like I'm in the clouds. There is nothing more satisfying in my life.
Really? It's so romantic. I'm really touched. Thank you. A week later. I've been hearing things about you and Riley. How dare you think you can steal him away from me?
I don't understand. Riley and I are just friends.
Friends? You're ridiculous. You've been eyeing him for weeks now. I saw the way you looked at him when we were at the party last night.
I only care about Adam's happiness. If he's happy with you, then I'm happy for him.
Don't play coy with me. You know you want him. But he's mine. He's always been mine.
No, Evelyn. Riley is not a possession. He's a free man who can choose who he wants to be with, and he's chosen me.
That's a lie. He fully intends to refuse, Selena. It's only because of family affection that he doesn't get angry at you, little girl.
I'm not a little girl anymore, Evelyn, And I'm not going to let you intimidate me or push me around. Riley loves me, and I love him. We're going to be together, whether you like it or not.
You think you can just waltz in here and take him away from me? Keep imagining. Soon we will be sending celebratory candy.
I'm trying to be happy, Evelyn. And I'm not going to let you stand in my way.
Next day.
I'm so sorry I stood you up the other night. I promise I'll make it up to you.
It's okay, really. I guess we can go next week instead. Riley, before you go, I have something I want to ask you. Do you have a few minutes?
Sure, what is it? Is something wrong?
It's about your ex-girlfriend, Lisa, right?
Yeah, what about her? Why are you suddenly asking about my ex?
She messaged me yesterday. I tried to ignore her, but she was being really persistent.
Wait, what? She messaged you? How did she even get your number?
She told me she took it from your phone. But she could have only done that if you've met up with her since we started dating. Have you?
Of course not. I thought I made it clear that I didn't want to see her anymore. Evelyn, you can't believe everything she says. Don't you trust me?
Of course I trust you, Riley.
She's just trying to make you suspicious of me so that she can try and break us up. Don't you remember me telling you how obsessive she was? She was really dependent on me for everything and was jealous all the time.
I know, but I really don't think she'd go to such lengths to sabotage our relationship. I know, Riley. I just have a bad feeling about this.
Okay. I'll block her number so she can't contact me anymore. Is that better?
Yes, thank you. And one more thing. I know that you and Selena are childhood friends, but I hope that you can stop telling her you love her. Selena is 18 years old. She already has her feelings in mind. If you continue to say things like that, Selena will drown and rebel. You know what I mean?
I know you're worried, Evelyn, but I've watched Selena grow up. I just see her as a little sister. We are simply close because we have played together since childhood.
You're right, but not everyone is like that, Riley. Maybe when she goes to school, she will have a boyfriend, someone she likes. How will outsiders judge the girl when she already has a boyfriend but is still close to her male best friend since childhood? So not only to not let Selena misunderstand, but also to protect her. Besides, I don't want you to say that to Selena either.
Oh, so this is the focus, right? You're jealous. Come on, she's just my little sister.
But even little sisters shouldn't do that.
Okay. I will pay more attention and my love will only be for you.
That's okay for now. Many days later. I just saw the photo of you and Lisa. I remember that Lisa is not in your working group, and she works in another industry, so she can't be a partner, right?
What photo? Did she post it? Why would she do that?
So you and Lisa are still in contact?
No, I just happened to meet her at the ski resort. She kept wanting to take pictures with me. I blocked her. You can see it too.
Is that true? My phone has been spammed these days with a series of messages from her coming from many different phone numbers. What's going on? I can't rest assured.
Please, she's just my ex. She can't ruin what we have right now.
Of course I can't just ignore her. How can I do that when I feel like you're not telling me the truth? You said you had never met her before. If you say that you haven't met her, then how does she have my phone number? She couldn't have gotten it from anyone else. You're the only person we have in common. I'm quite uncomfortable, which is why I don't give people my phone number.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I might have actually told her your number in the past. I'm sorry, but I only told her because she was saying stuff like I won't forgive you if you don't tell me, and you'll regret it. She was saying all sorts of weird stuff. I mean, she always does. So I thought that...
So you thought what? That she would give up if she had my number. That's crazy. You should have told me right away.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't want to make you worry, but I swear to you, I haven't seen her since we broke up, and I never will again.
Okay, I believe you. But I still need to figure out what to do about her.
Just block her and ignore her. She'll get the hint eventually.
I hope so. I don't want her to ruin our relationship. Next day.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about something that's been bothering me.
Sure, what's up?
Well, you remember my friend Lisa? The one I told you about, who's obsessed with her ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, I think I remember her. What about her?
She asked me for your phone number the other day.
Wait, what? Why would she do that?
I don't know exactly, but I think she might be trying to get in touch with you.
But why? I barely even know her.
I know. But she's really possessive and jealous, and I'm worried that she might try to hurt you if she gets the chance.
That's crazy. I can't believe you told her my number without asking me first.
I know, I'm sorry. I was just trying to protect you. She can be really manipulative, and I didn't want her to find a way to contact you directly.
Well, I appreciate that you were trying to help, but I would have liked to know about this sooner.
I know, and I'm really sorry for not telling you right away. I just didn't want to worry you unnecessarily.
Well, you've definitely done that now. I'm really freaked out about the possibility of her contacting me.
I know, and I'm so sorry. I just hope that nothing happens.
Me too.
I really feel terrible about this. I should have just told you no when she asked for your number.
It's okay. I'm just glad you told me now. I'll be sure to block her number and keep an eye out for her.
Thanks. And please let me know if she contacts you or if you see her anywhere.
I will. Before the wedding ceremony begins. I'm so sorry, Riley. I know I should have thought things through more clearly, but I just didn't want to set her off.
It's okay, honey. I understand. And don't worry about her messages. I won't respond to them. She's just trying to make you feel bad about yourself, but she's not worth it. And no, I haven't cheated on you. I would never do anything to hurt you.
But what about her cryptic comments? It felt like she knew something I didn't, and I couldn't shake off the feeling that she was laughing at me for being oblivious. Is there something you're not telling me?
I swear to you, there's nothing else I want to announce except for the fact that I stupidly gave her your phone number. I'm so sorry about that. I promise it won't happen again.
Okay, Riley, I believe you, but please be careful with her. She seems like a troublemaker.
I will, I promise, and I'll talk to her as soon as I can. In the meantime, just focus on us and our relationship.
A few minutes later.
Evelyn, what's wrong? Hurry up and come back to the hall so we can continue the service. Everyone is waiting for you.
I know, but Selena, I don't appreciate you trying to make me doubt myself.
What? You see all right? I'm not trying to make you doubt yourself. I'm just trying to protect you.
Protect me from what? From the truth?
From getting hurt. From marrying a man who doesn't love you.
I know Riley loves me.
How can you be so sure? He's been flirting with me right under your nose.
He's just being friendly.
Friendly? He was practically begging me to run away with him.
That's not true.
It is true. And if you don't believe me, just ask him yourself.
No, I can't believe this. Not now.
Come on, Evelyn. Let's go talk to him.
No, Selena. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to ruin my wedding day.
But you have to know the truth, Evelyn. You can't marry him if you don't trust him.
I do trust him.
Then why are you so scared to face him?
I'm not scared. I'm just trying to focus on the fact that I'm about to marry the man of my dreams.
The man of your dreams. Or the man of my dreams?
Enough, Selena. I'm not going to let you ruin this for me.
I'm not trying to ruin anything for you, Evelyn. I'm just trying to help you.
Well, I don't need your help.
Fine. But if you find out that I was right, don't come crying to me.
15 minutes later. The moment Lisa saw Evelyn was slapped by Lisa.
Evelyn, what's wrong? Everyone is waiting for you. I know this is our big day, but we can't keep the guests waiting forever.
You know what's wrong, don't you? You saw what she did, didn't you? You were right there when you came after us, when you saw that I asked her to have a chat, and you...
I know what I saw, Evelyn, but we need to come back right now. Calm down, please, Evelyn.
I can't believe you're so calm right now. After everything that happened, why aren't you angry with me?
Evelyn, I don't want to make a scene. We can talk about this later.
Later? You want to talk about this later? She just slapped me in the face, and you're telling me to talk about it later? Oh my God, who invited her?
I don't know, Evelyn. I'm sure I didn't invite her. Maybe she came on her own accord.
Isn't it? Yet, she told me you invited her there.
Okay, stay calm, Evelyn. Let's go somewhere else and talk about this.
No, we're going to talk about it right here, right now.
Evelyn, please lower your voice. This is not the time or place for this.
How can you be so nonchalant about this? She's your ex-girlfriend, and she just assaulted me.
She's just a bit jealous, Evelyn. She'll get over it.
Jealous? That doesn't give her the right to hit me.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let's just go back inside and forget about this.
No, I'm not forgetting about this. I want to know why you didn't even try to stop her.
I didn't want to make a bigger scene.
Oh, so you were worried about making a scene. But you weren't worried about me getting assaulted.
Of course I was worried about you, but I didn't want to make things worse.
You're unbelievable. You're supposed to be my partner, and you just let her hit me without saying anything.
Evelyn, I'm trying to protect you. I don't want to get into a physical altercation with her.
Protect me. You're not protecting me. You're making me feel like I'm the one who's doing something wrong.
Evelyn, please listen to me. Can we deal with this later? Today is our big day. It would be better if it was remembered with beautiful memories, right? So, let's come back to the hall now and settle the matter with Lisa later, okay?
Okay, you've convinced me. But make sure you'll settle the matter with her.
Okay, let's go.
In front of the hall. She's so crazy. She's still looking at me like that.
What got into her? But I don't think she'll do it again, so don't worry.
You don't seem very sorry at all. You seem like you're really enjoying this. Did you know that she was coming? I mean, I definitely didn't invite her, so you must have been the one that told her the date and address. And now your ex-girlfriend has come and crashed our wedding. Are you enjoying the fact that she's gotten jealous of the bride? It must be fun to imagine that there are two women fighting over you. But she crossed the line. If you were half the man I thought you were, then you should have stopped her. But you only laughed and made excuses for her.
You must be kidding if you really think that the situation is for my entertainment, Evelyn. I'm not thinking about that at all. But seriously, I just think that you're making a big deal out of nothing. I was just laughing because I was surprised. I swear I'm the one that was surprised. I was surprised that someone would even hit me, and I'm shocked that you were a complete bystander. You're acting like it was none of your business.
It wasn't none of my business. It was my wedding day. And you let your ex-girlfriend crash it. And you just stood there and laughed while she attacked me. I don't think you could be more unsupportive if you tried.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't know what to do. I was just trying to defuse the situation. I didn't think she would actually hit you.
Well, she did. And you just stood there and watched. I can't believe you.
You're ruining everyone's mood with your childish behavior. Just hurry up and get over yourself because everyone is waiting for you to start the ceremony.
Why don't you tell that to your ex-girlfriend? And by the way, it wasn't just a slap. She looked like she wanted to slap me again. Why am I suddenly the bad guy here?
I know. It was a terrible thing to do. But please, for everyone's sake, just try and put it behind you. We don't want to start this special day on a bad note.
I just can't believe she would do this. She must have known that this would happen when she came here. She's just jealous because she's still in love with you.
Maybe, but that doesn't excuse her behavior. She should have handled things more maturely. I guess you're right. I just hate to make our guests wait any longer. But I think they'd understand if they knew what happened.
Of course they would. They're your friends and family. They want what's best for you. Okay, I'm going to go back in there and try to smile. But if she starts anything, I'm not going to hesitate to put her in her place.
That's the spirit. Just remember you're the one getting married today. Don't let her ruin your special day.
Middle of the wedding ceremony. Because of you and your ex-girlfriend, I've reached my breaking point. I can't believe you would call a lawyer instead of trying to resolve this like adults.
Calm down, Evelyn. Let's talk about this before you make any rash decisions.
I'm past the point of calm, Riley. You're clearly enjoying this situation, and I'm not going to stand for it anymore. I've called my lawyer, and we're going to deal with this legally. Even before today, your ex-girlfriend was threatening me, sending me incessant messages, and was already doing things that could be considered stalking. And today, she finally crossed the line and assaulted me. Do you understand what that means?
Well, if you have to put it like that, then yeah, it sounds bad. But you really don't have to be that harsh. She really is in love with me, that's all. She couldn't help herself. You're just exaggerating.
Yeah, it sounds bad because it's a crime. And yet, you think that I'm exaggerating? I'm talking with my lawyer right now, and I'm going to show her this conversation. So maybe you should take care with what you say.
You're exaggerating. You've called a lawyer? How dramatic can you get, Evelyn? Why don't you just come back to the venue and let's talk about this calmly?
Calmly? How can I be calm after what you do?
Fine, do whatever you want. But just know that you're being unreasonable. My ex-girlfriend is not a threat to you. She just loves me too much. And I just protect you.
I'm going to get you both what you deserve. After the ceremony. Look at the photo sent. I can't believe you did this. Our wedding is off.
Evelyn, please, let's talk about this rationally.
There's nothing rational about this. You cheated on me. You slept with your ex-girlfriend.
I know I made a mistake, but I'm truly sorry. I love you, Evelyn. I never meant to hurt you.
Love? Is that what you call this? Sneaking around with another woman behind my back?
I promise it will never happen again. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to win back your trust.
Trust? You broke my trust, Riley. It's going to take a lot more than words to fix this.
I understand. Just give me a chance to prove myself to you.
I can't. I can't marry someone who so easily betrays me.
Evelyn, please?
Okay, say, why are you doing this to me? Why are you canceling our wedding at the last minute?
Evelyn, please listen to me. I've had a lot going on lately, and I haven't been myself. I'm not canceling our wedding because I don't love you. I'm canceling it because I need to take some time for myself to figure things out.
That's just a lame excuse. You're just trying to get out of marrying me.
Evelyn, that's not true. I want to marry you more than anything in the world, but I can't do that if I'm not in a good place mentally.
But you can't just cancel our wedding on a whim. We've been planning this for months. All of our guests are here. But that's okay, you cheated with your ex.
No, Evelyn. I knew it was a mistake, so I tried to get away from her, but I didn't understand.
So, you're telling me that you tried to end the affair, but she kept pestering you about your next date?
Yes, that's exactly what happened. I repeatedly told her that I couldn't see her anymore, but she just wouldn't listen.
And you expect me to believe that? This is a classic excuse that cheaters use to shift the blame onto the other person. It's all your fault, Riley. You're the one who made the choice to betray me.
But Evelyn, it's not like that. I was planning to end things before the wedding, but she wouldn't let me. I was trapped in a situation I couldn't control.
That's just a bunch of pathetic excuses, Riley. You're so full of yourself that you can't even admit to your own mistakes. I'm shocked that you have the audacity to stand here and expect me to forgive you.
I'm not asking for your forgiveness, Evelyn. I just want you to understand that it wasn't entirely my fault.
Oh, please. Don't insult my intelligence with that nonsense. It's clear that you were hoping to hide your affair and go through with the wedding as if nothing had happened. But now that I've caught you, your little scheme has backfired spectacularly.
I know I've made a terrible mistake, Evelyn. I'm truly sorry for the pain I've caused you.
Your apology doesn't mean anything to me, Riley. You've lost my trust and my love. I can't imagine how disappointed you must be to lose me. But I can tell you that I feel nothing but relief knowing that I've avoided a lifetime of misery with a deceitful and unfaithful partner like you. Riley, he really loves me, but he has too many concerns around him. I know Riley had an affair 2 months ago, but it seemed like it was just a one-night stand after a class reunion. After returning that day, he seemed very depressed because of his actions. He paid more attention to me as a way to make amends. But his concerns were too many. He treats everyone around him well, but goes to extremes when what he does is unnecessary. Girls are always infatuated with Riley even when they know he has a girlfriend. That's why I don't think I could endure living with Riley for a long time. I'm always insecure. He really needs to fix his flirting habits these days. The wedding was canceled, and Riley and I could no longer continue being together. Riley was so scared that I would find out about his one-night stand, and I used it to end the relationship. It seemed his life went downhill from there. Unemployed, drunk, losing reputation. But I don't care. A new future awaits me. Good luck to me.
Hi, nice to meet you. This is Lisa, right? Hi. Apologies for reaching out without prior notice. I'm Rose, and I am employed in the identical department as Tom.
Oh, one of Tom's colleagues?
Hi. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for always being there for him. He loves working there. Could you please refrain from behaving as though you are already his wife? This situation is causing a lot of discomfort. What do you mean, uncomfortable? I know you've got your heart set on marrying Tom, but I hate to break it to you, he's decided to marry me. You said you were at the same company as Tom, right? That's right. I work under him in the same department. We've been close colleagues for, it must be 6 years now. But we've actually been an item since last year. What? I don't think that's right. What do you mean? Yes. That's why I'm texting you today. I have a little favor to ask you, Lisa. Yes. What's the favor? I'd like you to end things with Tom and promise to never see him again. Oh, yes, certainly. No problem at all. Is that how you imagine this going? What gives you the right to demand such a thing? You make a move on someone's guy and have the nerve to ask them to break up with him? Is there something wrong with you? Stop joking around, will you? Oh, this is no joke. I'm deadly serious. Tom and I are together now. He's in love with me. Hang on a sec. Tom and I are getting married this weekend. If you're as close to him as you say, you'd surely know that, right? Yes, of course I know. So I'm taking your place at the altar. I have Tom's full agreements. He's on board. At first, he was saying that after you guys got married, we'd have to go back to just being colleagues, but that all changed yesterday when I found out I was pregnant. Pregnant? That's right. And of course, it's Tom's. I was sure he'd tell me to end the pregnancy. I wasn't expecting anything from him. But he really took it seriously. Right there on the spot, he decided to take responsibility and marry me. I was so impressed. He'll make a great husband and father, don't you think? This is unbelievable. I can't wait to settle down. Can't you just imagine our happy little family? So that's it for you and Tom, okay, Lisa? Hang on. This is too much to take in all at once. My head is spinning. You work with Tom and he started cheating on me with you. And now you're pregnant with his child. Is that it? Exactly. He's mine now and soon we'll be happily married. That's all very well for you to say, but it's not that simple. We are supposed to be getting married this weekend. It's only 3 days away. Oh, you must be worried about the venue. There's nothing to worry about there. Tom has already told the change of bride. Is already taken care of. What the? He called them this morning. He made all the necessary arrangements. Tom's going to explain everything to the guests too. So you really don't have to do anything. We'll take care of it all. All you have to do is let me take your place. How is this happening? It's 3 days till the wedding. I really do pity you, Lisa. But think of it as fate. It was meant to be. And don't worry about Tom. I'll take good care of him and the baby.
Lisa, I've just heard from Tom. What on earth is going on? You aren't going ahead with the wedding? And who is this Rose woman?
I haven't really wrapped my head around it either yet. All I know is that Tom started cheating on me with a woman he works with.
What? My Robbie? How could he?
Yes, apparently. I still haven't actually talked to him yet, but according to the other woman, there's already a baby.
A baby? What does that mean? From a previous relationship?
No. According to her, she found out the other day that she's pregnant.
Pregnant? Well done, Tom.
What the? You're happy about this?
Lisa, he's going to be a father. It's time to take responsibility for it. It's a little unfair to you, but you've got to step aside.
Really, Katie?
I'm going to be a grandmother. Oh, I can't wait. I wonder if it's going to be a boy or a girl.
Hang on a moment. We are 3 days out from the wedding and your son has just been exposed as a cheater. He betrayed his fiancé and you're okay with that?
Yes, well. Cheating is never good, but yes, of course I'll give him a stern talking to. But you can't put any of the blame on the baby, right? Oh, I've always wanted a grandchild.
Of course I don't blame the baby, but it certainly doesn't absolve Tom.
Well, you said yourself that even after getting married you were going to work on your career. And didn't want to have children anytime soon, right?
Maybe I did say that, but that didn't mean never.
I was devastated when I heard that. I always dreamed of being a cool grandmother. I thought I'd probably die waiting. I must say it was careless of Tom, that's true. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy.
So you're okay with this, Katie? Some woman swoops in and takes a man from his bride 3 days before the wedding? You're fine with your son marrying such a woman?
If this woman is going to give me a grandchild, then I don't have any problem at all welcoming her into our family. Besides, I can't really complain. Tom takes really good care of us. Why, just the other day he paid for us to spend a weekend at a spa. He also insisted on paying for the renovations to our conservatory. He's more than we could hope for. And now he's going to give me a grandchild.
Wait a minute. I didn't hear anything about a spa trip or renovations.
You didn't? Oh, they weren't cheap. I would have thought you two had discussed it.
No, I didn't hear a word about it.
Oh. Well, maybe you talked to the new girl about it then.
The new girl? Aren't you being a little too accepting of this?
Lisa, I do feel sorry for you, but we only have a few days until the wedding. You'll have to just step aside so the new girl can step in. But Lisa, thank you so much for all the time you've spent with Tom. We really appreciate it.
What a day! The ceremony was perfect and everyone had such a great time.
Oh, how wonderful! There must have been a lot of people who were able to simply forget what a cheating homewrecker you are.
Hey, can you not talk like that? Don't ruin my big day.
Well then, don't text me. Weren't you the one who told me to never see Tom again? It's you who's dragging this out.
This is a special case. I'm just trying to send a little joy your way.
What now, Rose?
Well, you lost your fiancé right before your wedding day. I guess you must have been feeling pretty miserable today / No? I'll send you the wedding photos. That might brighten your day.
I'm okay, thanks. No need.
Come on, Lisa. You must be dying to see them.
Really? I'm serious, don't send them.
You thought today would be a disaster, didn't you?
I tried not to think about it at all.
Well, you'll be disappointed to hear it was a huge success. Everyone had an absolutely amazing time. That's what happens, I guess. When everyone heard I was pregnant, they all rushed to congratulate me. What a day!
I've gotta hand it to you, Rose. You're really something, aren't you?
And Tom told me I was the most beautiful thing he'd ever seen. Oh, I'm so happy. What a wonderful feeling.
It certainly sounds like you had a great day, but do you really think you can treat people as badly as you did and have it all come up for roses?
Of course, why not? We tied the knot in front of a big crowd and got their blessing. It really was a fantastic ceremony, Lisa. First comes the fabulous wedding, then the baby, then the happily ever after.
Right. You think so? It's all downhill from here, I'm afraid, Rose.
What do you mean?
You seem to be in such high spirits, it sounds like today was a huge success. But you better prepare for revenge. I'm going to make you regret this, Rose. Get ready for hell on earth.
What brought this on all of a sudden? Lisa? You're scaring me.
All right, that's all from me for now. I hope you two are very happy.
This is your doing, isn't it, Lisa? Tom's been transferred to a sales position in the middle of nowhere. It's miles away.
What now, Rose?
I don't know how you pulled it off, but it's got your name written all over it. It's a demotion, clear and simple. Plus, the company told me I no longer have a position there at all.
Oh, really? Well, how about that?
With the baby starting to show, I was planning to quit anyway, but to be told like that, it's no different to being fired.
Oh dear me, Rose. That is a bad start for the newlyweds, isn't it? Oh dear.
How can you act like this is nothing? It must have been your doing. I remember you said to prepare for hell on earth.
Yes, that's right. But I didn't have anything to do with Tom's transfer or you losing your job. That would have been a company decision.
What did you say to my company?
Nothing at all. But it seems your antics really anger the general manager of a subcontractor. I'm guessing your company couldn't just brush it under the rug. They needed to make a show of dealing with such complaints.
What subcontractor? What are you talking about?
Oh. It wasn't me, I can assure you of that. It was all the general manager's doing. I'm just his daughter.
Oh God.
Yep. You may have had plenty of people at your wedding to fawn over the beautiful young bride. But don't forget there are also a lot of really angry people there. That's what happens to women who play your sort of games.
Hang on a minute. Are you for real? You're the daughter of some bigwig company manager?
That's right, yes. Of course, Tom knew all this from the first day he met me. Actually, he called me this morning. He told me he was expecting some kind of backlash and was kind of relieved it was only a demotion to a job in the middle of nowhere. He even asked me to say thank you to my father for taking pity on him. It could have been way worse.
What do you mean?
Didn't Tom tell you to be ready for this kind of thing when he agreed to marry you?
Be ready? I thought he was talking about the baby and making a family.
I won't forgive what happened, but I have to hand it to him for taking all this like a man. But you're still both despicable cheats. Anyway, Rose, have a nice life.
Have a nice life? How the hell can we do that? He's sent away and I've been fired.
Yes, well, that's got nothing to do with me, has it?
Lisa, would you please tell me why we are being billed for the wedding?
Oh, that? My parents said they'd cover Tom's half of the wedding costs and he agreed to pay them back. I spoke to him this morning and he said he was leaving for his new position straight away and that I should send the bill to you.
What does that mean? You make it sound as if he doesn't have any money.
That's exactly what it means. Why else would he beg my parents to cover the costs? The plan was to split the cost of the wedding down the middle. But he's broke, so he had to swallow his pride and promise to pay my parents back.
That can't be true.
Trips to spas and renovations to the house? The idiot spent every last cent trying to impress you guys. By the way, why are you opening the mail address to Tom anyway?
Well, it had your name and address on it as the sender. Of course I was curious.
I don't really care either way. Just make sure you put that invoice somewhere safe. Send it on to Tom when he's settled into his new position.
You don't have to tell me. I'll be doing that for sure. Lisa, let me just check with you though. The invoice is made out to Tom, right? He's the one who has to make the payments, right? My husband and I aren't going to be caught up in this, are we?
Yes. I think that sounds about right. Of course, naturally you'll become involved if he asks you for money.
Aw, come on. No.
Well, he's going to take a pretty substantial pay cut because of all of this. If he doesn't have any savings, then there's no other option than to ask his mom and dad for help, right? I've got no obligation to pay for anything, so it goes without saying you'll be billed for the whole thing. It's on the invoice. $30,000.
You've got to be joking.
Oh, and just to be sure, there was another invoice in the envelope too, right? Put that with the other one somewhere safe.
Another one?
Another $20,000 for the pain and suffering you've all put me through. Don't worry, I am asking Tom for that too.
Another $20,000?
Yes. So that comes to a grand total of $50,000, thanks. He doesn't have a hope in hell of repaying it, so you're going to have to help him, Katie.
Us? We don't have anything like that kind of money.
I'm sure you'll work out something after all he's done for you. Anyway,
Bye. Bye.
Katie.
Lisa, I'll give him back. Please at least reconsider the amount you are asking Tom to pay.
Oh, Katie sent on my letter? That's good. Rose, I have no intention of letting him or you, for that matter, off the hook. Not by a single penny. I spoke to your mother-in-law about that very thing. You'll all pull together as a family and find a way.
As I'm telling you, and no doubt Katie has too, we don't have any money. I have barely any savings, and there's a baby on the way to consider. How am I supposed to take care of my baby if we have to give every cent to you?
Is that right? But the baby is not really my problem. You're going to have to figure something out. If you don't have any money yourself, how about you go groveling to your parents? Oh, how could I have been so absent-minded?
Why, Lisa? How could you do this?
To be honest, they are the only decent people I've met during this whole rotten thing.
Because of you, I've lost my job and Tom's been sent far away from me and the baby. My parents have disowned me. You've thrown my life into total chaos.
I'm glad things are going from bad to worse.
I can't take it anymore. You can have Tom back. Lisa, you've got to forgive me.
What are you gonna do with the kid? Planning on being a solo mom?
I'll get by, somehow. Unlike you, I'm young and pretty. I'll find someone to take care of us.
Oh, were you planning on running back to the guy you were cheating on while you took Tom from me? Let me see. Ricardo? Was that his name? Wasn't he working for a big law firm?
How? How do you know that?
I told you I was going to take you down, Rose. I looked into everything. I told you I was going to make you regret this. I spoke with him and told him exactly what you were up to.
You did what?
Turns out he was pretty bitter after you dumped him, but after I told him what you've done, he seemed relieved. Happy to have dodged the bullet even. And you're too late anyway. And you're too late anyway. He went all starry-eyed talking about her.
Oh, Lisa. You've even destroyed my hopes of a second chance with him. Now I've really got nowhere to go.
You're pregnant with Tom's child and still only thinking of yourself. How can you even be considering an escape plan? You're a real piece of work, you know that?
The baby isn't the problem. I'll find a way to manage with the baby. But what you've done to us is beyond belief. I'm all alone in the world now.
Do you understand what that's like? Nobody's going to help me or even give me a second thought. I told you I was going to get my revenge. I told you to prepare for hell on earth. What can I say? I'm a girl of my word. As I foresaw, it appears that Tom requested his parents to lend him the money. His mother adamantly declined until he reminded her of all the money he had given them as gifts and for house repairs. Evidently, they have sold the house to assist Tom in repaying his debt. Tom complied with company instructions and relocated to the outpost, a remote and isolated location. He's still there living on his own. Rose opted to move into a very affordable apartment with Tom's parents. Despite the circumstances, they are still furious with her and have insisted that she resume work immediately after the baby's arrival. Furthermore, they treat her as if she were a slave and insist that she takes care of all the housework. I'm sorry to hear that she's going through such a difficult time, mentally and physically.
Tina, found a place to live yet? Still at Mom and Dad's? I'm only asking because I'm planning to bring Tom and some meet Mom and Dad next week. Hoping you wouldn't be home to avoid awkwardness when we visit. Mom and Dad are uncomfortable with you still being here.
I know. I'm going to leave as soon as I can, but it's not easy. And I am still having trouble wrapping my head around everything that's happened.
What do you mean? Wrapping your head around what?
To start with, how about that you, my baby sister, stole my fiancé from me? Or how about all the horrible things you accused me of doing to make me out to be the villain, and justify what you did? I'm just still in shock over everything.
Oh, please. Get over it, already. You're getting treated like a villain because you are the villain here. Only someone who knows they have done wrong complains about being called out on it.
That makes no sense at all, Luca. What are you even talking about?
I make perfect sense. I didn't force Tom to fall in love with me. It just happened. What was I supposed to do? You're so mean to him and nagging all the time about responsibility and other boring things. It's no wonder he didn't really want to marry you.
Of course it's all your fault. You can't fool me, despite fooling others. You threw yourself down the stairs and then told everyone that I pushed you. Even though I was nowhere near you at the time.
All I did was tell the truth. I sprained my ankle really bad in that fall. It's pretty heartless of you not to care at all.
Of course I care, but it was your own carelessness that made you fall. And then you took advantage of the fact that there was no one around to see to blame it on me. I don't understand how Mom and Dad can believe such an obvious lie. And somehow you were able to use it to paint me as this horrible person, and steal Roman from me too.
I did not. Tom was already mine by then. He loves me, so of course he was on my side. Is there anything else you need me to explain to you? It seems like you don't have anyone left to be on your side. It would be best if you just disappeared now, okay?
Believe me, I understand that. Not one person is willing to see you for who you really are. You know what? I'm done with this. I've been dragging my feet all moving, because I was hoping someone would wake up and realize what's going on. But I guess that's not going to happen. I'll be out of the house today. I can't handle being around any of you anymore.
Finally!
You've made it perfectly clear. There is not one person that I can rely on in my own family. No one can see the truth even when it is right in front of them.
Excuse me? That's awfully rude. You pushed me down the stairs. They're only treating you as you deserve.
You can say whatever you want at this point. I will soon be gone, so nothing you can say matters to me anymore. Feel free to say anything your crazy mind comes up with. I am packing my stuff up now, so leave me alone.
Hey, are you gone yet?
I made an appointment with an apartment manager to view an apartment.
Okay, good. You should be out really soon, then. It won't take you long to pack, right? It's not like you have anything of value to pack.
I have already packed up everything I need to take with me. Thanks to someone sneaking into my room and stealing a bunch of my stuff.
What? I did not. I didn't steal anything. I only took what you said I could have. It's your fault for buying clothes and stuff that don't look good on you. I'm way prettier than you, so it makes sense that I take it all off your hands.
I said someone stole from me. I never accused you of anything.
Oh.
Thank you for the confirmation, though. I doubt it will change anything, but at least I have proof of your theft.
Oh my God. You are so annoying. Just get out already.
I'm leaving now.
Good. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with you anymore. Finally, nothing is in my way.
Oh, one more thing, Luca. Tom has blocked my number, so I need you to deliver a message for me.
What?
If he does not return the $3,000 that he borrowed from me by the end of the month, I will take him to court over it.
What? What $3,000? He knows how to get the money to me already, so if you could just give him that message, that would be great. Thanks.
If he has any questions, he can send them through you or unblock me and ask for himself.
That's ridiculous. Why would he borrow money from you? He works at a major company and makes good money. You barely make enough to live on. There's no way this is true. You're making stuff up because you don't want to let him go.
I'm not, and I can prove it. I have a written promise from him to pay it back.
Yeah. Whatever. You don't have anything.
Look, I honestly don't care whether you believe me or not. Just give him the message, okay? I'm sure he will tell you why he borrowed money from me if you ask him.
I'm not telling him anything. Just stop. This isn't a funny joke. It just makes you look desperate.
Whatever. It's up to you. I'm leaving now. I really hope I never have to return. Goodbye, Luca.
Tina. Guess what? I have some amazing news. Tom asked me to marry him. It's okay to reply. You don't have to ignore me. It was so romantic. He proposed while we were walking together on the beach. The sun was going down and it was just so perfect. It was the sweetest thing ever.
Oh. Congratulations.
We have already started talking about the wedding. We are planning on a budget of around $50,000. Maybe a bit more when all is said and done.
Really? I wouldn't get your hopes up on that. That's a lot of money.
Oh, please. You are just jealous.
No. I just know that he doesn't have that kind of money, and neither does our family.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Stop being such a downer. I know what your negative attitude is really about. Who cares that he had to borrow some money from you before? That's over now, and his financial situation is very different than it was then. Besides, he told me he paid you back a few days after I gave him your message.
Oh, did he? Well, I appreciate that you passed along the message.
He told me that he only had to borrow from you in the first place because a few unexpected expenses came up. It's pretty cruel of you to hold it over him like you did. It just reveals how self-righteous you really are when you do things like that.
That's not what happened at all. That's not what happened at all. All I want is a clean break between me and the two of you, and I almost had that. I don't understand why you felt the need to come bragging to me about how happy the two of you are. You've won. Just leave me alone.
Well, excuse me for assuming you would want some time to prepare yourself for the wedding. I guess you prefer to just get blindsided by the wedding invitation.
Are you serious right now? After all that's happened, I thought I would be the last person you would want to invite to your wedding.
Of course I want you there. We are family. I wasn't trying to brag about anything. I just wanted to share the news with my big sister. I didn't want there to be any drama if you found out from someone else, so I thought I would tell you myself.
I wouldn't have started any drama regardless of how I found out. I told you, I just want to move on and heal from all of this.
Okay, fine. Be that way.
Did you need anything else?
Well, no. I guess not.
I have to get back to work.
Oh my God! Really? It's Saturday. Why are you working? Are you so poor that you had to get a side gig or something? No wonder you demanded that Tom give you that money.
I changed careers and entered the hospitality industry. Weekends are just another day for me now.
Oh. I didn't know you changed careers.
Thanks to you, I am actually making pretty good money now. The pay here is higher than where I was working before, and I don't have to pay anything to our parents or help Tom out anymore.
What do you mean, thanks to me?
Isn't it obvious? If you hadn't betrayed me, I wouldn't be where I am now. I don't think there is anything else to do or say at this point. Bye.
Tina. Answer your phone. I need you.
What do you want? I can't really talk. I'm at work right now.
Are you ready to congratulate me?
Congratulate you? For what? Is your wedding coming soon?
Yes, it's next Sunday. You did congratulate me when I told you that Tom proposed, but I wanted to talk to you about your wedding gift to us. We are sisters, so $50,000 would be the right amount to give us, I think.
I'm sorry. What now? Are you seriously asking me to give you $50,000? Have you lost your mind?
You are my big sister. You should want to help me in any way you can. You can't put a price tag on how much sisters mean to each other.
Wow. I don't even know where to begin with all of that. But I think I know what's going on here. You finally realized the financial situation that you are in, didn't you? You can't pay the costs for the big, expensive wedding you want, so you expect someone else to hand over the cash.
No, it's not that.
You're broke. Just admit it.
That's not true. I have a little money.
No. You refuse to work anything other than a part-time job, so you don't make very much. And what you do make, you like to spend on useless stuff and going out rather than even trying to save. On top of that, Mom and Dad are probably still giving you spending money whenever you ask. Even though they really aren't in a position to do that. So you haven't had any reason to ever try and save any money whatsoever, have you? And sure, Tom works for a big company, so you probably thought you could rely on him for money. But he is only on a temporary contract. That won't last forever.
How do you know that?
Because I was engaged to him first. There's nothing about him that I don't already know. I am going to go out on a limb and say that you just found out that temporary employees make a lot less than full employees. That's why you are suddenly scrambling for money days before your wedding. The reason he had to borrow money from me before was that he got laid off from a temporary job when the company downsized. He needed help just making ends meet until he got his next temp job assignment. I didn't expect him to be able to pay me back all at once like he did after I told you about the debt. I wonder where he borrowed the money from to make that happen.
He said he had the money and he had just forgotten to pay you back until I said something.
Sure he did. Anyways, back to all this about giving you money to pay for your wedding. You went into this assuming that he was going to pay for everything. But he was under the impression that our parents would pay for it since they make a point of appearing to have money, even though they don't really. That's about how it went, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it's not my fault. I didn't know that Tom was only a temp. I thought he had a really good salary as a full-time employee, so I never doubted that he would be able to take care of it. You are more to blame than I am. Why didn't you tell me if you knew he wasn't making that much? I had no idea. I feel so lied to.
I told you about it when I was engaged to him. And you and I have some friends in common, so I'm sure they mentioned it at some point. No one tried to hide it from you. You just did not want to hear about it because it was inconvenient. I know I mentioned it to Mom and Dad, and I'm pretty sure you were there too. I told you guys about how we decided not to get married until he was offered a full-time position. But I guess you weren't listening because you were already making plans to stab me in the back.
You still should have told me. It doesn't matter that he chose me over you. How could you just let me think he had a high-paying job when that's not the case? That's basically the same as robbing me. I didn't know I was with someone so poor that he couldn't even afford a proper wedding.
You're a grown woman. Do you really need your big sister to treat you like a child and tell you every little thing? Neither me nor Tom ever made his job status a secret. If you really didn't know, it's because you weren't paying attention.
You're really going to try and blame me? Why are you being so mean?
If the two of you didn't have a conversation about this before now, that's a problem for the two of you. Not me, not Mom and Dad, no one. Just you. And you're the one that stole him from me in the first place. Anything having to do with Tom became your problem when you did that. At that point, his problems were no longer any of my responsibility.
That doesn't change anything.
And on top of all that, you accused me of pushing you down the stairs and made me out to be a criminal. I was forced to move out because of you. There's no point in trying to point the finger at me. This is 100% your own fault.
No, it isn't. You are to blame too.
In case it wasn't clear enough, I will not be giving you any money. Not for your wedding or any other reason.
No, Tina. Please, I'm your sister. You should want to help me out.
Even if I wanted to, I don't have that kind of money to throw around.
Please. I'll do anything. If we can't pay for it by Sunday, the wedding will have to be canceled. We have already invited so many people. It would be so embarrassing to have to cancel at the last minute. Besides, I don't even have enough money for the cancellation fee if it came to that. We have nothing. Please help me just as once. You'll never have to hear from me again if you don't want to. If you help me, I'll be a better sister. I promise, I'll be there for you always. Please, Tina.
Luca relentlessly contacted me and involved our parents. She argued that I should have supported her financially for the wedding instead of holding a grudge. Tom proposed a reconciliation but brazenly requested money in the same conversation. Similarly, my parents urged me to return home but also asked for money, leading me to doubt their sincerity. Working in hospitality has increased my income, but it still falls short of meeting Luca's demands, even if I desired to fulfill them. I changed my number due to relentless money-related harassment. A friend informed me that Tom was disowned by his family upon learning about the situation. They disapproved of his attempt to exploit marriage for financial gain. Ultimately, I'm relieved I didn't marry him and become dependent on him indefinitely. They covered only half of the cancellation fee, forcing my parents to sell their house for a pittance as they couldn't afford to keep up with the payments. My parents and sister share an apartment, but they argue daily. Due to frequent complaints from neighbors, they may have to relocate once more.